I don't really have any criticisms, but I have a couple of things that came to mind after the beautiful ending, which I loved. So, if you worked in service, you know that sometimes people are needy and not very generous. And that happened to me. I had a huge table full of people. They didn't leave a tip, even though I gave them everything and I thought everything was great as far as I could tell. Just sometimes it happens, right? You get screwed over. And that happened to me and I was really mad about it. And someone I worked with came up to me and she said, I would be upset if I were you too, but I decided a long time ago that I wasn't going to allow the tip to affect my mood, because if it does, or if I let it, then I'm letting the money determine my life. And I don't want to give it that power. And I'll always remember that. I still remember it clearly. It was a beautiful moment. And that came to mind for me at the end when they were having all these problems. They're anxious. They do clearly love to do what they're doing. But when the money came in the cans that his brother had left for whatever reason, they were happy. And so I could see the argument, if someone wanted to make it, that what you're saying is that money brings you happiness. And I think there is kind of a dirty truth in that it does. Like, let's be honest, it does. Your life would be so much better if you had more money. But it's not going to solve all your problems, and it might present new problems, and it's not going to fix the core of you or your, who you are as a person, but it is going to alleviate a lot of problems. So there's like I don't know if it's a paradox, but there's a couple things happening there that might be contradictory. But that is one thing that I thought of for some reason. Like, I'm so happy that they're so happy, but at the same time, I thought, but they're happy because they have a bunch of money. So I don't know what the message is here. And given the feeling of the show and the nature of the show, you can tell that it's not gonna stay, that feeling. Also, quickly, I just want to say that I love the weird cryptic from beyond the grave message that the brother left him. Let it rip, I love you. And then giving him the clue about the cans. I thought that was great. I love that kind of stuff. It still doesn't explain why he would leave them in the cans, why he just wouldn't pay back his debts and leave his brother with a clean restaurant. But is it possible that he wanted his brother to, I don't know, like figure things out, that he was doing all this for him? But he wouldn't kill him. I mean, why wouldn't he let him into the restaurant? That's what I don't understand. Maybe he didn't want him to see him as a drug addict. And he thought, well, this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to leave all this money for him to run this restaurant. I'm not just going to leave him burdened with this debt and all that. I don't know. Anyway, I just love the message of it. And I love that, that he got some closure, it seems like. Because I know I would feel like I got closure if someone I loved had died suddenly and they left a note. It's got to be an overwhelming feeling. But I thought it was a great moment.